Peace, peace. They got bad personal hygiene. Their communication ain't shit, and they don't even know how to uh, change a tire. She can't even cook no ramen noodles, and she stink and her breath stink, and he don't ever wash his socks. You ever been amazed at the things that people realize after a separation from somebody? I'm Sincere Seven, and I represent the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit and the House of Genesis. And we have a cushion coffee with a cap. You know, we get together and talk about issues within our community, things to think about. And that's what I want to talk about today. So, smoke them if you got them, roll them up, you know what I'm saying? Pop you a microdose, grab you a cup of coffee, a cup of cacao, a cup of tea, maybe a cup of juice. Let's sit back and kick it for a minute. You with that? All right. So, today, this video is sparked by the celestial changes in the universe. And I say that because I'm not sure exactly what. I haven't went and gotten a reading or had an astrologist break things down to me, but I am in tune enough to know that there is a major shift going on in our celestial range right now, in what we call our universe, our solar system, if you have it. There's a lot of endings coming, a lot of separations, a lot of death. My heart goes out to those of you all who have lost somebody. But there is definitely a change that is taking place in our solar system, and these energies are very heavy. And I've come across quite a few individuals, such as myself, who have been dealing with ending relationships, whether they business relationships, romantic relationships, some people relationships with their families and relatives, you know. And so that just had me thinking about the people that I've been talking to recently, and you know, the things that we've been talking about. And I can say that I'm happy to say that the people that I have been talking to, they have been very, very aware of the parts that they play, right? They're very aware of, again, the parts that they play in these relationships and these experiences and these different things, right? And I find myself having conversations with them, and then taking these conversations and looking at my own situations. And then just basically thinking about people I know personally who are going through different situations and how they're approaching them, how they're looking at them, how they're handling them. And that's what made me bring up the conversation for today, is because I can say that I have been around some very self-aware individuals who have no problem taking and acknowledging their parts and accountabilities into these relationships. And one thing that I've noticed about these people is that when these relationships end, they're not focused on what was the problem or the issue with the other person. They're realizing and talking about and focusing on um, their parts that they play. And this is something that I think that we should do more of. It's quite apparent. People go through breakups and separations, and of course, that's an uncomfortable thing. Feelings are hurt. You know, the soul is hurt, the character is adjusted, and the foundation has been shaken. And I can say that in the past, people that I've talked to when they go through separations, she gone, baby. They end up um, blaming other people or finding fault or every time you hear them talk, it's like, yeah, that motherfucker, he was da-da-da-da. She ain't this anyway. She was just a liar. She was just a hoe. He had burst bad personality. He did it. And then be like, you know, for those of us who have a little bit more, I would say, emotional maturity, uh, a lot of us sit there and be like, wait a minute, you was dating this person for 4 years, and then now y'all split up, and all of a sudden they got doodle stains in their drawers, and then be like, was love blind for real? Like you didn't see that the whole time, right? Those types of things. When you hear people talking about these mates, you be like, why he was with them, right? So what I found is the people that I've been talking to recently, which is what I would say more healed, more mature people, they have been finding out and speaking on why they went into those relationships, what it was they needed, what they're realizing that they were lacking, that they needed to get from that person, what that they were realizing that they looked up to this person or envied this person because of. Understand, that's why you start dating people, y'all. There is something in them that you want, and you want to rub your metallic energy body, your metallic mineral body against theirs for the magnetic properties. Like you got one piece of metal, don't got no magnet, and the other piece is a magnet, and you rub these motherfuckers together like that about 30 times. You take this one, you put it over here by the needle, and then pick it up. You remember you used to do that shit in school? Same shit. You like how I live, like I don't give a fuck. You like how I have this sense of commitment to my community. You like how I see myself as a valuable person and how I add on to that value. You like how all of these things, you like that. And you want to do that. You want to feel like that. So I get with a woman and I like how she looks at the world. I like how she sees things and approaches things in a certain manner. I like how she deals with the children and the people in the community. I like that. I want to have that energy. I want to have that feeling. Come here, let me rub up against you and let that magnetic conductivity rub off on me. This is why we get in relationships. And we forget that because we'll go through the relationships and that time will serve its purpose. That attraction will be transferred. That craving and desire will be fulfilled. After that, the relationship has sometimes taken its course, and it's time for you to let that go and pick up your next lesson. Sometimes, right? When you let that go, the after action review is not what the fuck is fucked up with that person. So I can go ahead and talk shit about them and make it seem like or look like it was a good idea to break up with them or ain't nothing wrong with me. They did it. A lot of times people are just saying negative stuff to make themselves feel better about the separation. You don't have to feel bad about a separation. I don't. Now, if you did something foul, you did some fuck shit, you did some hoe shit, you did some shit you shouldn't have did, then you can sit with that. You're going to have to work that out. You're going to have to keep in mind, what was it that made me cheat on this person? What was it that made me lie on this person? What was it that made me go behind their back and do this shit that I said I wouldn't do? That's for you to deal with, right? But in doing that, you should be asking yourself those questions. What was it that attracted me to this person that I needed and I wanted to envelop within my own character? What was that? Did I get it? Was I successful? Did I lose anything important going through that? A lot of y'all are looking for something, which you're supposed to be. And when you get it, when you get connected, that you were looking for was minor. And that the other person is looking for is major. And you end up in a parasitic relationship. This person is eating off of you, taking from you, and siphoning from you, and you're not getting anything in return. But you signed up for it. So when that relationship is over, it's not for you to say, oh, this person was selfish and all they wanted to do was take and all they wanted to do was you. No, 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 no. The thing is, this person was very selfish and all they wanted to do was take and all they wanted to do. And I decided to allow that to take place with me. But why? I was a little lonely, I just needed some company. That was why I started kicking with it. But yeah, I actually traded in my loneliness for being misused. I was not being used by nobody, and I was by myself. And I signed up to be used by anybody who would use me. And the person that I signed up, they misused me. Damn. I need a better sense of self-value. That's how you handle that. See how I just went through all of that? What made me? If you have disparaging comments, depression, anger, all of this shit from the relationship you went through, ask yourself, why did you sign up for it? Don't look at it like, oh, this person's fucked up. They did. They were supposed to. They are who they are. They are who they were. They were that person when you accepted them as your mate. The question is why? What was it you needed out this relationship? What did you learn about yourself after that's what you're supposed to be focused on. You had months to years to learn them and talk about them. That's over. It's separated. You're not with them no more. There's no need to talk about them, and there's no need to think and all. No. Now it's self. Like that person is no longer your person. You're supposed to think about all that shit when you laying in bed with them. Oh, they feet stink. Oh, they got bad personal hygiene. They got all of this negative shit you say after you break up. That's the shit supposed to be said during the relationship. That's another thing. People will hold all that shit because I don't want to hurt your feelings. That's why I be having problems with mine. I be saying shit like, yo, what the fuck? Why would you? Yo, I don't like that. I don't like blah, blah, blah. Like now, let's be clear. Like it's not oh, I don't like this. You need to change yourself. But let me be clear. Like, oh, that right there, that ain't cool. Like what you think about that? Because if you think that that's cool and you like that and you gonna continue on like that, maybe I need to go ahead and separate myself. So these types of things, when I get to the end of the relationship, I don't be having a whole bunch of fucked up shit to say about a person because I say it to them while we there. I say it to them while we in it. I mean, ain't that the point? And how, listen, if I got a young lady and I'm kicking with her and I like everything about her, and we've been going out, we've been hanging out, conversation dope, finally we get into a sexual situation and something don't smell right. We got a discussion to have. Why would you not? How are people in relationships with people that they cannot communicate effectively with? What's up, baby? My hair. What happened? Come here, let me see. Did I cut her hair? On what? Oh, she did that yesterday. That's older? Yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm going to put you some dragon's blood on it, okay? Mommy did. Oh, your mommy put some dragon's blood on it? I'm going to put some more today, okay? Put it down about 3 times in 3 days. It'll help it heal up. All right, baby. Be careful. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be aware of where the growth and development, because again, that's why you got in the relationship. That's why you bonded with that person. Keep that part in mind. For whatever reason, there was something that they had that you wanted to absorb, you wanted to pick up. Can you do that successfully without losing yourself? A lot of people talk about these relationships that they went in and that they lost themselves. They was doing more for the person, more to keep the person, more to convince the person, and they lost themselves. Sometimes you're looking for a treasure. You go into the cave and you go in to find a treasure. You get lost. You didn't. The relationship. I don't want to say it wasn't successful, but for what you was looking for now is not a successful thing, because what you was looking for, it's not. Even if you are getting it, it's not worth what you're giving. Or is it? These are decisions you have to make. You know what I'm saying? But please, for those of us who are dealing with these changes that's going on, don't waste your time creating negative karma speaking about that person. Just think, what was it that I was there to learn? What was it that attracted me to them? What was it that made me say, hey, this is somebody that I want to be linked to me? Right? Because you know why? When you realize why you ended up in that, you'll be a lot more thought processing and ready once you get ready to choose the next person, if you choose the next person. Me personally, my resume, you know what I'm saying? I got to be at like 13-0 at this point. You know what I'm saying? With my, what you would call them, traumas and dramas, it conditioned me to have the ideology of a good man and what I have to do, what I have to be, what I have to give, all of these different things that have to be done to be a good man, so that I can earn my position in this community and my position with whatever woman that I choose to connect with. I'm realizing that I am not seeing my value the way I'm supposed to. So I'm seeing it as long as I'm a good man, a woman will accept me as if she is the thing of value, as if her accepting me is going to improve my life. My money is going to go up and my business is going to go up and my sense of happiness and all of these. And listen, ladies, y'all can say what you want about yourselves and what you bring to the table. Me personally have realized that me looking like this and devaluing myself has me looking at individuals who are, from my point of view, a less of a value to me and seeing them as they're more valuable than me. So I end up in relationships with people who I'm doing everything for. So in all reality, I go from here to here, but I feel like I'm here because I got somebody with me, but I'm not. I'm down here. Now, this person might be up here. So what I'm saying is I've realized that all of this is a purposeful thing. Abandonment issues with my mother. So for me, I'm saying to myself, I need to make sure that I do things and create myself in a way that these women won't leave. So let me be this great man. And so I'm looking to be this, be this, be this, be this, and never, not once questioned, what is your value? What are you bringing to the table? What are you doing? And so I have had numerous amounts of relationships where I've been used and drained, wrung out, and then left. Like, oh, got everything I can get from them. I'm ready to go do something else. So for me, now seeing my true value, I'm the one who's, I ain't never went 50-50. I always keep multiple homes. I always keep multiple cars, businesses. So I ain't never needed. So I've never looked at what's the value of a woman. You know what I'm saying? My value was based off how she accepted me. Now I'm realizing, like, duh, that's easy. You gonna pay motherfuckers bills, do all of this shit? Hell yeah, they accept you. The ones that need you, but the ones that don't need you, they're looking, going, well, shit. He apparently likes, you know, a certain class of, so maybe that ain't right. So the whole time I'm looking like, oh, women ain't did. No, fool, there are. You not. That's why I be saying, like, social media, this is projection central. Oh, niggas ain't doing this no more. Real men ain't did it, and men don't. And no, the ones that you're around, the ones that you attract, the ones that you find yourself being around. If niggas ain't shit, they broke, and all they doing is trying to fuck. That is the time. That's why you don't hear me talking negatively about women. I might be frustrated with the dating scene because those are women that I'm not knowing and I'm getting to know. But when it comes to women that I know, when it comes to how I feel about women, I have all the women I know are business owners, great mothers, great friends, loving people, supportive. Like, I don't like women as hoes and they gold diggers and I don't really know any of them. I don't really know any of them. Like the women I know, not the women my women that I've dated haven't been gold diggers. Like shit, even if they didn't have shit, they weren't looking for asking nothing. Let me be clear, but they did appreciate a motherfucker having and being able to put them up. But my point is, our mates are a product of how we see ourselves. I'm gonna say that again. Our mates are a product of how we see ourselves. And I know that because I went back and looked at the different mates that I've had over time and be like, yeah, they definitely matched how I see myself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you see yourself going through life and situations as, yo, you on your shit. Sometimes you like, damn, I'm fucking up. Sometimes it's, yo, I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And when you feel whatever it is you feel about yourself, you will only attract and allow for individuals on that frequency to have access to you. So when you like, man, I ain't shit, you gonna do some ain't shit with another ain't shit motherfucker. And then when you want some, I mean, you know, I'm here. I ain't where I want to be, but at least I ain't shit. You're gonna take on I'm here. I ain't where I want to be, but I ain't fucked up, you know. But I'm here, and you're like, oh shit, all right, you know. And then when you like, yo, nah, hell no, what? Man, I'm the shit. You got me fucked up. Like, listen, do you know who and what I am, what I've been doing, how I've been? Nah, I'm not letting that shit. Ooh, nah, you can't even have no access to me. What is you talking about? Oh, you on your shit too. What's up? So this is why when people go through these separations, and I'm looking and I'm hearing all of this foul shit that they saying, and I'm going, so you was just cool with that shit the whole time? What does that say about you and who you are, what you want, what you give off? If that person is that fucked up, who was they mate? I judge women off their exes. Like I've had women who have come and basically, tried to give me this impression that I need to be giving them everything and I need to be doing this and I need to be doing that. And I've seen you do and I've heard that you. So why when you dealing with me? Cause like, and it's like, cause look who you were just with. Like I'll show you that value when you show me that value. See, that'd be another thing like about these datings and relationships and all of this. Just because somebody is interested in you does not mean you are a high value item. Just because somebody's interested in you does not mean you're a dime piece, you a bad bitch, you one of the dopest dudes out here. Like, we need to stop that for real. There's been people that I've been quote unquote attracted to, and baby girl, it's not because your looks. You know what I'm saying? It's because what you do. It's like how you treat people. It's how you. Now, for me, you can't be, what I would call unattractive. I wouldn't deal with a person that's unattractive to me because of how they, you know what I'm saying? She made me feel good. I know she ugly as shit. That's not me. I can't do that. But you might not be a dime piece, like where like you might walk by and you just the average motherfucker and be like, oh, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Cause that's what glamour magic for. When you like that, putting on a little makeup, a little woo woo, blah, blah, it's like, oh shit, look at you, girl. Right? That's what I'm saying. That's how, like, you ain't gotta be a bad motherfucker. Not for me. I don't give a fuck about that. So that's what I'm saying is people need to stop having this idea that just because somebody's interested in you, that you are a high ticket, high value item. You might not be. And when you carry yourself like that, it takes away from who you are. Because it's like, yo, I'm interested in you. Like, she cool. Like, yo, I like how she whoop. And then maybe throw something out there, flirt, or, you know what I'm saying, ask to take a motherfucker to a coffee shop. Coffee shop? I mean, come on, look at me. Like, that's what you want to do. Wait, well, look at you. Yeah, you right. We ain't got to go to coffee shop. We just go to my crib and smoke. I can make coffee there. Oh, you were saying, look at you like you deserve more. Oh, no. Let me assure you, you don't. Not based off your looks. I mean, like, yeah, this is a cushion coffee, right? Right? You feel me? No, we can do a cushion coffee at the pad, right? And it's like, because don't overplay yourself. That's what I like. I don't be knowing why women who be interested in me. I don't be thinking it's because I'm fine. I'm gonna tell y'all, 90% of the time when I get to kicking with a woman, it's not because I'm so sexy and I'm so fly and she just love my style. Nope. Nigga, you so smart. Like, our conversations, you teach me so much. You just like a nerd. Like, that's how women tell me that I'm attractive. Like, you a weird ass nigga because you be knowing a lot of shit. You like a weird ass nerd. Thanks. Yeah, I like that shit. Yeah. Yeah, look at me. Oh, no? Oh. Want me to read to you? Oh, yeah. Oh, all right, cool. You feel me? I'm about that. So stop projecting. We don't ask a person, what is it about me? Because some people I'd be attracted to. And then we get to hanging and talking and going out and then be like, oh, you attractive, but you ain't got nothing going. You ain't got no ambitions. You just attractive. You just a fine motherfucker. That's it. You just fine. That's what they call a trophy. Those is where like men will go out with them. They want to take them out all the time and be seen with them. Come on, come to the hood with me. Come on, let's go. Woo, woo, woo. That's it. They just want to be seen everywhere with you, everywhere. But home, I'm about to drop you off. I'm going back to the crib. They drop you off and they call Keisha. Come through and bust it open. You know what I'm saying? She might not be the finest like the trophy was, but shit, once we do our thing, we sit, we smoke, we kick it, we go through it. Man, we be having a good old time. And here everybody thought that the little Bad Bunny you was out with was your main thing. That's the one you really... Nope. A lot of these dudes just got insecurity, want to be seen with something. Ladies, I've heard ladies have done it too. I've heard that they've had the dudes that they hang out with for like the public, like personification of, yeah, I'm with him. But then we'll leave and calling the person that really makes them feel good, you know, and those type of things. I'd be like, why don't y'all just be poly? It'd be so crazy because I'd be seeing and hearing and people be coming and sharing the stories with me. And I'd be like, why don't y'all just be poly? Y'all talk so much shit about poly, but then in secret and hiding in conniving ways, live the life out anyway. Just do that, but be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I learned in my last relationship. I learned that I'm not supposed to alter or change myself to be accepted. I was not dealing with nobody at the time, and she was like, I ain't really into the poly thing. And I was like, fuck it. We can do the monogamy. I ain't fucking with nobody. And I really like fucking with you. And I went into that. You know what I'm saying? And did it successfully. Didn't lie, didn't cheat, didn't, you, all the people who was talking about my traumas and this and that, you can't hold down a monogamous relationship. That's why you, shut up, stupid. You know what the fuck you talking about? Look what I just did. And after all of that, still was left going, wait, what the fuck? You know what? Never mind. Right? You know what I mean? So for me, in living almost my whole life poly, these last 5 years of dealing with this monogamy, for the most part, we had like poly months off and on. It wasn't really poly though. It was just saying it out loud, right? But after those 5 years of living that, I realized that shit is literally not for me. It is like I'm all about let me be me and know who I am so you can decide if you want to be there, as opposed to let me act like I'm somebody that you think you want. Because we both fooling ourselves. Can I be in a monogamous relationship? I could be poly acting under monogamy, yeah. If a woman make me feel safe and fulfilled. And that's the thing, is so many individuals be asking for exclusivity and they cannot. It's like a motherfucker saying, hey, I want to be the only person that work for you. Oh, look at you. You know, I want to be the only person that work for you. But it's a 4-man job. It literally is a 4-man job. Watch yourself. You know, it takes 4 people. Yes. Yes. Both of y'all can get one. You know, a person says, oh, yeah, you can work. And they say, but this is a 4-man job. It takes 4 people to do the job. No, if I'm going to work, I'm going to work it myself. You're like, all right. And then that person's like, this is too much. Like, you keep just bringing, I told you, it's a 4-man job. So that's what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers be saying they want that exclusivity, but with who? Is that person, can you handle all of that? Can you handle all of their wants, all of their needs, all of their desires, all of the things that they need? Can you help with the business, help raise the kids, do the sexual thing, and be a ride or die when I'm in the streets? How? Probably not. That's a lot of roles. You know, look, I know some people out there going, man, you got me fucked up. Listen, I don't have to. Neither one of us have to have either one of us fucked up. You do you and watch me do me, if you choose to. It's a sight to see. And I know and realize that, no, I am a fucking lot to deal with. And no one person can do it. I don't give a fuck what somebody tell me. You better ask around. You need to ask around. I've always done multiple. Why does this motherfucker got multiple houses and multiple cars and multiple jobs and he's fucking busy. What the fuck? Does this dude get tired? See what I'm saying? So we create relationships to support us. I need y'all to realize that. That's what relationships are about. You just like you get a business to support you or a job to support you. Yeah, babe, of course I can. We get in relationships to support us. It's relationships where we gain or use or bring other people in accordance to us in a supposed to be a symbiotic way So they're assisting me, I'm assisting them in whichever it is that y'all choose, whether it's financial, whether it's sexual, whether it's educational. Like there is women who literally come out and hang out with me just to study. We ain't fucking just to go through book, just to go through knowledge. There's motherfuckers who come and hang out with me just for their emotional shit, just to get that shit off, just to get that back. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes come lay in my arms, let me hold them while they cry. That's it. There's some motherfuckers who just come to, you know what I mean, for physical gratification. They don't be hanging with you, boy, and coming through and chilling and hanging at the pad. No, they'll be like, what's up, I come through. You know what I'm saying? Damn, it's 1 in the morning. Yeah, come on. She'll be gone by 4. And I'm all right with all of that. And I'll take a relationship if a woman makes me feel safe. You know what I'm saying? But to me, this day and age is all about entitlement, about what I'm supposed to get, and it's like I listen, I used to be called the sponsor. My father used to be like, oh, here to go, this old build a bitch, nigga. That's what he say. This nigga, he a build a bitch. Yo, who you sponsoring now? What you mean? Yeah, I know you sponsoring some women and children. You got somebody's women and children in one of your houses. Tell me you don't. Who you sponsoring now? Man, chill, man. That's my woman. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I used to be like, he hating. Now I'm like, I was a good sponsor. My sponsorship programs were awesome. See, you got to be able to laugh at yourself. I don't have nothing negative to say about no women I was with. You know why? Because they accepted me. And that's what I wanted. So I can't say they was nothing, they shortcomings, they didn't have, it didn't matter to me then. I didn't give a, I ain't, like, I don't be asking women where you work at and how much money you making, what kind of car you, I don't, like, the fuck, what I need to know that for? There was only one woman that I had to know that, and that was because they used to tell her, you don't spend enough time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm a boss, so you can spend time. Like, how the fuck what you mean you got to go to work, man? Come through. She was like, do you know, I said, man, I said something slick. I probably pay my employees more than you make, man. Talking about you got to go to work. I said, come over here and chill with me. Fuck it. I pay whatever your daily pay is, I'll pay it. And apparently she was like a supervisor at Chrysler or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So when she told me her salary, and I'm like, okay, I divided the shit. And it was like, oh shit. Now don't go to work. I'll see you when you get home. She paid like she weighed. You feel me? You know what I mean? Oh man, shout out to her. Hey, that was a dope little thing, but then got to know, and she was knocking out midgets by herself. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Midgets. Like them bottles of liquor, they be about the height of a midget. She not in here. I bossed up one night, you know what I'm saying, and bought one of them, and we sat and got drunk together, and the next morning I woke up, and that midget was empty. And I'm like, I know I had like 2 or 3 shots. What happened to the rest of the bottle? She was like, man, we drunk that. And I knew then, oh no. Like, I'm all right with drinking, but shorty, you got issues. You know what I'm saying? And that was that, you know. And I know what that was about within myself. I know what that, and that's what I'm saying, y'all. I'm telling you, when you stop looking at or looking for flaws in the other person and just start looking at self, like, how did I get into that? How did I accept this? If there are negative things about that person, you need to ask yourself, what made me accept these things? What made me accept it? Like, am I going to go into the next situation and have the individual doing these exact same things? Do I want those types of things connected with me? What made me accept it? When I first found out that was going on, and I continued on. Why? How did I not see this in the beginning? What was I paying attention to when I got with this person? If you really left a relationship that has you like, I can't believe I was with that type of person. Like I don't think I've ever experienced that. But if you have, because I hear people say that, this is again some deep introspective work you got to do. Like, what made you accept that when you did? What made you step into and lean into that? We have to ask ourselves these questions. We got to stop looking for fault and blame and the reasons why and and them. Our relationships, oh, there's nothing for me to think about you for. Well, I got children with mine, so blah, blah, blah. But I'm saying as far as thinking about them personally, like, we understood where we was at. We had a discussion. We separated. It is what it is. Now I'm looking at myself and saying, how did you end up in that? Why did you accept that? Why did you keep going back to that? Not like it was a bad thing, but what was it that I was doing? I knew that it wasn't, anyway, I knew that it wasn't conducive to who I am in my soul. So why did I lean into it? And I know the answer to that too, because I hate to be questioned. I hate for people to look at me a certain way. Like, you know how people are like, I don't give a fuck what people think about me. I don't say that. I do care what people think about me. That's why I walk with integrity. When I hear people say, I don't care what people think about me, that shit makes me nervous. Because that means that you'll do whatever and you're not caring about how they look at you, the repercussions, any of that. I'm the opposite. I'm going to walk with integrity because I don't want nobody out here speaking foul on me, baby. I'm smoking. I'm smoking, baby. You look scary, like you about to rob me. in a pink hood mask. I better not get robbed by somebody in a pink mask. Oh man, I'm just gonna give up my gangster card. You know, so we gotta take these introspective looks within ourselves and ask ourselves, like, what is it that made me accept this? What made me go into this? What made me want this? What made me return to it? You know what I'm saying? For me, oh, that's what I was telling y'all. So for me, that when I would talk about poly, because you know, in our communities, conversations come up. People like, yo, how old is this? And they, you know, they like I always tell people, ask questions instead of speaking on. Yeah, I wish I would. Why don't you just ask questions? You know what I'm saying? So we have these discussions quite a bit around, and so there's been a few women who have projected that I am the only reason I'm like that is because of the things that I went through with my mother, right? The traumas that I went through with my mother. And so now I have whatever it is that makes me just, oh, women, come here, whatever. And it's like, what? You right? And so I had a reconciliation with my mother 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. And right after that reconciliation, I was in a relationship with a woman who she was dating other dudes and I was dating other women. And our relationship was the foundation relationship. So anybody she had was an addition, anybody had was an addition. But we was, and after that reconciliation with my mother, I went to her and basically told her, like, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and pull back, let you do your thing. I know you know what I'm saying? How you, like, in poly relationships, you don't tell somebody, oh, I don't want to do this no more. I want you to change. That's not a fucking option. This is who they are. You ain't with it no more. You remove yourself, you know. So I removed myself from the relationship because I didn't like the dude that she was dealing with, and it just made me feel some type of way. And it was like, I'm dealing with too much, and this is a value thing. Like, I'm like, if I'm in a relationship where a woman is dating another man, he can't be no bum. He can't be no abuser, no hoe ass dude, no dude that's out here and people in the community know he ain't shit. Like, I can't be attached to the person that's attached to it. No, I'm good, right? That's how I feel, right? And I feel like my women probably would feel the same way. Like, hold on, like, you know, I fuck with you if you fuck, but you fucking with somebody, like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Like, right? I understand these things. So I removed myself from the relationship. Mind you, just had this reconciliation, not talking with my mother for 30 years. I left when I was 11 years old. We talked maybe 2, 3 times brief, and it was always some negative shit. So I'm 40 plus now, okay? Had this reconciliation, come to find out the whole shit was a misunderstanding. Can you imagine being separated from your parents for 30 years for a misunderstanding because nobody had the maturity to have a conversation? This is why I'm real big on stop fucking running off y'all feelings and let's have conversations. We can have conversations even though you're mad or your feelings hurt. Okay, so 30 years had this reconciliation with my mother. First time I have a hug from my mother that I felt love. God damn, I'm 41. Moving forward, this when I met this young lady and the conversation about poly and then you just had this reconciliation with your mother and people are new and changed and all of this and it was like what we was in the community and it was like a talk and it was some elders that I respect there and it was the whole thing and it was like what, all right, I can see that. And so I leaned into a monogamous relationship to see if, like, yeah, maybe that is like after going through this healing and this, all of this, and then the reconciliation, like maybe, and I went into it, right? So I know why I know why I accepted. I know, and then we had children. So as far as going back, of course I kept going back. I kept going back because I didn't want to have another broken family, right? And so again, going back, right? All of this shit, I'm learning all of this shit. Separation, we break up, all of this, right? Check this shit out, y'all. I just now got a South Node and North Node reading. Hold on, understand me when I tell you this astrology shit has been in and around me for the last 20 years at least. How the fuck I have never looked at my South Node and North Node, I have no fucking idea to this day. But let me tell you what was discovered. Man, if I would have learned this shit when I was fucking 17 years old. Listen to me, y'all. I was living my life the way I was supposed to for years and years and was convinced I'm supposed to be a family man. This is what a family man's supposed to do. I need to change my ways, and I did. And for 20 years, I've been a family man. And I got an astrological reading breakdown the other day. Y'all know I've been getting real deep back into myself. So I got my human design. And then just the other day, somebody was going through my astrology. And the talks of the South Node is your past lives. It's what you've already done. It's what you've already mastered. It's the things that come easiest to you, so you'll find yourself leaning into them and doing them. Your North Node is where the fuck you're supposed to be going, what you're supposed to be doing. You might find it challenging because it's new. Don't fall back and do the same shit that you've been doing all these past lifetimes. Get this shit in, get it through, and get past. Okay, understood. Damn. What's my South Node? Being a family man. Wait, what? 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 Being yeah, that's the South Node. Well, what's my North Node? What I'm supposed to be doing? Living your life unapologetically in a way that suits you and being selfish within your own life and giving your life to the community. Yeah. Yes, you come in. Let me put this out. Come on. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. What you need, baby? I want to eat. Okay, I'll be out there in a minute. All right, I'm on live. Go ahead, and I'm smoking. So I figured out that from this after this last relationship, going back into studying self, this is where I've discovered that actually I'm supposed to be being a man of the community as I am and being selfish, a family oriented. So this is why I keep trying to hold on to these families and keep trying to create and hold these families, and they keep getting away. Like, no, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. And it's like, and then I'm asking myself, why are these women receiving everything that they're supposed to be receiving? I'm doing everything right, and I keep losing these relationships because the universe saying, because that's not what you're supposed to do. That's yourself. No, that's what you did in all your last lives. You've already did that. You're supposed to be living for yourself. It's a challenge for you because you want to be, because those relationships are familiar. That feeling is familiar. So you want to find yourself basking in that. But that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Face the challenge. And the challenge in the way that I face it it makes me comfortable. It works for me. It works for me. And me living my life unapologetically, even though it's different than everybody else's, it's an inspiration to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get to see me and be like, this dude here, like, he's something else. Like, I mean, he on some other shit, but he's sincere in it. Like, I be hearing it. People be saying these things to me. They like this because it is like, now, maybe not me, but I like seeing you in that. And when I was in what I was in for them last few years, I wasn't in that. I wasn't living me. I wasn't expressing myself. I wasn't making myself available to my community out of respect of all of this. Like, I be telling the motherfuckers, like, you don't want to be with me. Listen, that nigga for the streets. He throw him back. He for the village. No, but man, so yeah, man, I don't know why, but I was just moved to kick it about this morning. So that's what it is. That's what the Cushion Coffee with a Cat was about today. Like, what did you learn from the relationships that you've been in? All of them. Look at all the relationships you've been in. When you was in them, what you had going on, what made you actually go into a relationship with that person. Some of it was convenience. Some of it was fear. Some of it was I ain't know no better. Some of it was I just wanted to experience something. Some of it was I've heard individuals like, oh, I like this car. All right. I mean, I liked things that was less expensive, so who am I to hate? Right? But it's very, very, very valuable to have this looking back at. It's very valuable to look at yourself, not your ex-mates. The only reason you're looking at them is saying, what made me, what inspired me, what motivated me, why did I? There was a reason. Let's stop acting like, oh, because I was fucking stupid. All right, if that's what you wanted to, a lot of people just be mad and whatever and just say shit like that. And it's like, all right, don't worry about self-reflection. Not me. I wasn't stupid at no point in time. That's why I don't be quick to get into relationships, and that's why my relationships always last long. Oh, I know how to fuck with somebody. Oh, we can fuck with each other. We ain't got to get in a relationship. We can fuck with each other. We can fuck off. We can date. We can do all type of relationship. I take that shit serious, right? So it's like I've never got out of a relationship. Man, I was stupid as fuck to do that. No, I just go look back and be like, what was I going through? What stage of growth and development was I in? You know what I'm saying? And where am I at now? What do I want now? What am I about to achieve now? What am I about to do now? Do I even want a relationship? Do I want multiple relationships? You know what I'm saying? What type of relationships do I want? These are the questions we got to ask ourselves, because sometimes we just be on autopilot. And you're going to fuck around and trauma bond with somebody and end up with some more shit and be like, for a few years, and you wasn't even meaning to get in a relationship. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come in and kick it, man. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all. Tell somebody you love them in a language they can understand it in. She did that? Yeah, she made you sit on it. She made you sit on it. You hurt